For decades, I have been fighting Iran's efforts to arm itself with nuclear weapons. I can define it as my life's mission. I have stood by it to this day, and I will stand by it in the future. With an agreement, without an agreement, Iran will not have nuclear weapons today or tomorrow. As long as I am the Prime Minister of Israel, this will not happen. Now I hear people asking, what have we achieved? And I answer them, we have removed the threat of immediate annihilation from us. Together with our American friend, we embarked on the largest strike flight in the history of the State of Israel. We eliminated the nuclear scientists, we beheaded the terrorist regime, we crushed the nuclear factories, we destroyed the vast majority of the factories that produce missiles, we hit countless military infrastructures, we destroyed their navy, their air force, we thwarted the besieged commanders who slaughtered the Iranian people, we caused enormous damage, we estimated at hundreds of billions of dollars, some estimate it to be close to $1 trillion, enormous damage to the Iranian economy. That took them decades to build, but the most important thing is that we saved the State of Israel from the threat of nuclear annihilation.
You have to understand, Iran raced to go nuclear. Right before the Rising Lion, it raced to go nuclear, and raced to bury its missile industry and its nuclear weapons deep underground. If we had not acted at the time we did, in historic cooperation with President Trump and the American military, if we had not acted in this way, Iran would already have had atomic bombs. This means that millions of Israeli citizens, all of you, were in danger of death. We have postponed this danger of the elimination of the population of Israel for years to come. This is what we have achieved. We have saved the State of Israel from destruction, but the struggle is not over and complete. We will have to continue to stand guard, to be strong and determined, to defend ourselves as much as necessary. This is true not only for Iran, but for Iran's terrorist arms, which we have repeatedly struck in an unprecedented manner. We did this in Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, and Yemen. We did this in the refugee camps in Judea and Samaria. We did it everywhere. We eliminated Daf, Haniyeh, and Sinwar, along with many of the Hamas people, actually almost everyone. I think there is one more left from the terrible massacre. I think he will be eliminated too. We destroyed thousands of terrorists and countless terrorist infrastructures. We returned all our hostages from Gaza to the last one. No one believed we would achieve this. They told me, Prime Minister, we must give up. Don't enter Rafah, end the war. We will bring the hostages. We will frame our exit from Gaza as a victory. I was not ready to accept that. Trump and I have known each other for many years. He is the President of the United States. I am the Prime Minister of Israel. We often see eye to eye, and there are also cases where we see less eye to eye. I am responsible for Israel's security interests. I stand up for them. And I want to tell you how we stand up for them. You have to stand up for the interests, not by being belligerent, and you have to do it wisely, and that requires a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, and a lot of familiarity with the American arena. It requires a lot of experience. I think I do it in the best way possible, and when necessary, I stand firm for our security interests. We said we wanted to remove the existential danger, top among them the nuclear danger, and we did it. We said we wanted to remove the danger of missiles, and we did it. And we said we wanted to create the conditions that would allow the Iranian people, of their own free will, to remove this terror regime from themselves. I can tell you one thing. Iran is in a very difficult economic situation. We have damaged all possible infrastructure there. The damage is enormous, and there are cracks within the regime as well. Tell you when this regime will fall, I don't know if I could tell you that the Soviet regime would fall. And it did fall. I can't tell you. No, I didn't define it. Don't tell me what I defined, because I know exactly what I defined in the goals. And I said, to create the conditions that will help the Iranian people overthrow the regime. Nobody knows when this regime will fall. My assessment, we removed the threat. I understand that it's hard for you to accept the fact. It's hard for you to accept this in contrast to the things you keep pumping out, that there's a major failure here. What failure? Israel on October 7th and Israel today. How can you compare? Israel before was a rising lion when this regime was racing to get nuclear weapons and was going to produce thousands of ballistic missiles. And today, when this thing has been removed, both of these things have been achieved. And the main thing I can tell you is that there is an organized and systematic effort to minimize these achievements and show that Israel is coming out weak. Israel is coming out strong, that it has leadership that knows how to stand up for what needs to be stood for in a smart, firm, and wise way.